This is Deeper Understanding Tarot. Today I have laid out the entire Psychic Tarot, and I have realized that all these cards can be laid out in a way that it actually shows the entire twin flame journey as I perceive it up to now. So I haven't completed the journey, of course, but I felt like trying to complete this puzzle, and you can try for yourself and see how that works for you. Every journey is a bit different, I guess, but I think this is actually kind of nice to visualize what happens and what might happen in future. So I'm very impressed by the tarot cards being that I can actually use the tarot cards this way. Alright, so this is for entertainment, I would say. So yeah, if you're interested, have a look, and here we go. So first of all, we have the passion that's suddenly ignited. So you meet this person and all of a sudden you can't control yourself. I mean, you are just so in love with this person and you're so physically attracted to this person. It's like this burning desire, passion you've never felt before with anyone else, and your whole life just feels like one big party. You're celebrating, you're happy, and this is the love of your life. You know, well, this is my lover, this is it. There's no doubt, you know, this just, it's like the crazy honeymoon period. Yeah, it's unbelievable, and you get into this probably short relationship or bond, and suddenly it doesn't quite work out the way you wanted it to. So you have someone being discontent, someone might withdraw emotionally, and then suddenly you feel all these obstacles and challenges that seem to stand between you. So this could be distance, so you don't live in the same country maybe, or in the same city. One of you might not have a job, or there might be like financial trouble, different cultures, different religions, different upbringings, backgrounds, age gaps. Yeah, you name it. I mean, there are going to be some obstacles so it's not suddenly it's not smooth sailing anymore, and inevitably this leads to this awful disruption. So suddenly you are torn apart, both of you emotionally torn apart. You just can't. One of the twins can't hold on. I mean, one will probably break free. And what happens then? You kind of separate because you can't handle all these emotions, and then you start suffering in silence. And both twins suffering, and you're trapped in fear. You don't know what's going on, and there's this feeling of loss. You can't really handle it. You feel defeated. There's no way out. I mean, you've never felt this defeated before. It's like everything you ever wanted is just it's kind of, you've lost everything, this feeling of complete disaster. And so this is, and then some twin might try to find a way out of this really, really bad feeling. So with the sacral chakra, it's more like try to focus on wanting something. So you might be tempted by others, or you might be tempted by other bad feelings. So one twin might be going out with someone else, and you see that, and then you feel like you've been deceived. You feel like one of the twins is like the traitor. He's not like, because he's not waiting for you or whatever. So there's all these negative emotions that come up, and it all results in complete heartache and loss. But on both sides feel this terrible feeling of having lost something, and they are constantly faced. Even if they kind of get tempted by other things and distract themselves, they will still end up with this terrible heartache. So in the end, after that, the twins kind of end up in solitude, and they start studying. And they want to know what's going on. So they are searching deep within themselves, and they're reading about why did this all happen to me. And they take some rest, and they try to recover because it's all been very, very strenuous. And they try to find some inner strength, and yeah, they just try to hold on in some way. And some of the twins might try to move on, try to leave the past behind. But even though they try to kind of maybe move on and get away from all this, it's like they will always have these memories of this pure love they had. I mean, the love that hit them at the start is just so strong that you can't escape. I mean, you want that back. You want this innocent feeling back. And in the end, what you do have, you always have hope that there is a way to get it back. So this hope will creep in, and you will also start seeing things that were in the dark before. So you will you will get like insights, deeper insights from your soul, but you will still have this mental conflict, like, is this real? Is this really true? Because it doesn't really make that much sense in the 3D world. And you end up sort of stuck. You end up stuck in this mental conflict and war within yourself. But then again, you see the rainbow hitting this girl. It's like you are suddenly starting to feel some sort of enlightenment, but you're still, nevertheless, you're stuck, and a lot of patience is required in this phase, because the changes in your heart and in your soul, they are very, very slow. And this this patience, it really requires a lot of work, and you need to get a lot of spiritual strength, because this is so much to carry around with you, and there's so many changes within yourself that it really requires you to stay strong spiritually. But in the end, you do have to stand your ground, and you can't really get away from this. So you know, okay, I have to follow this path. You feel this strength within you, and then you tap into your intuition, and suddenly you have this sense of awareness. So and it's all like a waiting game in a way. You have the I feel like you have things that are seen in the 3D and things that are unseen, and you are sort of enlightened that there is things like above ground and things below ground. And how can I describe that? You will open, like the universe will open itself to you, and the universe will start communicating with you, or you will be more in tune with the universe. And this is when your third eye chakra opens, and you get this inner, you tap into this wisdom of the higher dimensions, and you find this enlightenment, and then you go through this crazy transformation process. And yeah, well, it's like your old self dies, and it's super painful. Like your whole life just changes. You just know, okay, something is different. So maybe you move to a new place, you take up a new job, maybe you leave a partner you had. In the meantime, you might have had a different. So you reach this point of transformation. For some twins, it's like ego, death, this kind of thing. And then you finally come to the point where you dare to take a leap of faith, where you start something new, and you are no longer afraid of the unknown, and you choose this new path for yourself, and you find your own truth. This is your spiritual awakening. You find what is your real purpose in life. You find out, and you have this new wisdom. You will also find other people, spiritual teachers, and people that will guide you along this new path. And look at the major arcana. Look at all this energy. So no wonder that the awakening process is so painful and so strenuous and takes a while, because this is just a lot of shifts, and yeah, this just blows your mind in a way. And then we move on. So we're on this new path now. So we meet new people, we make new friends, we find support from, like, suddenly we feel supported by others, and then we start planning new things. We're not longer that concerned about like finding a twin, because we know we just need to have patience. Many seasons might go by, but overall our heart chakra is really opening and healing. So we just find this unconditional love for ourselves, for our life. We find this gratefulness for being alive, and we just live with this unconditional love for a twin. And then this light, we become this light for the world, and we spread our light. We're not an angel, but it's more like we tap into our like divine energies, and we are there for others, and we accept light as well. And I feel like the solar plexus chakra, it speaks of I can. You are confident in your gifts, in what you're good at, what you're meant to do in your life, and this is when everything really falls into place. So suddenly there's movement. You make your right decisions, then the prosperity begins, like in the physical. You have financial material changes, as I said, a new profession, new calling. You build something up from scratch. You have this positive movement forward. You're moving into calmer seas. And yeah, you become like the empress. You are fertile. You bring things to life. You create things in your world. You create your own life. And the base chakra is all about having things, and your wishes. Some of your wishes are fulfilled. Like some of you, maybe you've always wanted to, I don't know, be a horse trainer or something. You just do it. It happens for you. And you can also, you are blessed with a material harvest, because you're actually doing something you're passionate about and something you're meant to do, and you ground yourself. Like you are confident in who you are and what you do. And with all this, suddenly you feel like there's a new love. I mean, it's like you still, this love towards your twin is renewed. And suddenly you like pour your love into the world from just one cup. You do that together, and suddenly there's this accelerated motion. Suddenly everything happens really quickly. Your twin suddenly reappears. You feel this strong connection. Your love is like a newborn star, I would say. It's breathtaking, you know. And you have this success, and the throat chakra opens, so suddenly your twin does communicate what he has been feeling, and you see this violet color. It's like the truth of what this journey is about. You both see it and you both communicate it, and you come out triumphant. You have dedicated yourself to this journey, and you have combined like your masculine and feminine energies. You come together. So this is usually, I think, the Chariot. So and it leads to this victory and success, and you will be rewarded for that. And your twin will recognize you, and you are then suddenly able to build this foundation together, and you will both have your own life, because you will both have something that you have built up for yourself, and this will be a strong foundation for your partnership. There will be less codependency and no more struggling, like who's more powerful in the relationship. There's no power struggle. You're just building this foundation together in this home together, and you will be prosperous in the material world, but also spiritually. You'll be fulfilled and enlightened. And this is like the true union in the end, like the crown chakra and the spiritual union, and finding, like knowing that you were never actually apart, that you were always in union in the higher realms, and but now destiny has brought you back together. So you have completed this whole cycle, and like the crown chakra is the receiver of light. It's that the chakra that links you to the universe and the higher consciousness, and it's a connection between wisdom and spiritual insight. And this is beautiful. It's the 1,000-petaled lotus, and I love the symbol of the lotus flower anyway. So Anyway, this is the twin flames destiny, and then to come to union. And I put the balance card right at the top, because what we need to what we will find at the end is this balance of everything, balance of our emotions, balance of our thoughts, balance of the energies within us, around us, balancing our passion, balancing like the yin and the yang of both of us, and also balancing how we work together. And it will be beautiful. We will learn from each other, and nobody, yeah, we kind of become the same again. I mean, we are the same in a way, the same in two bodies, and in the end we will be like really united again, and we feel as one. Yeah, so that's quite a long journey, and it requires some patience, a lot of trust, a lot of faith, a lot of courage. And you might sometimes think, okay, I'm not strong enough, but I know you are strong enough. I know it, because I often thought I'm not strong enough, and I know I'm not even, I'm kind of halfway maybe in this journey, but I know where I want to be in the end. So I wanna go here, and I'm sure I can. So I hope this was helpful to you. I hope you enjoyed it a bit. You can, yeah, leave a comment if you like, if you disagree with the positioning. Maybe your journey is different. You can take a tarot deck and try to lay out your journey yourself. Have a bit of fun with this. Maybe it will bring in some positive thoughts, I hope. Yeah, and I really hope I really hope that the Wheel of Fortune, like, that it will be our turn soon, whoever is watching. But put in the work, stay true to yourself, find your purpose in this world, and yeah, be fertile. I mean, create your reality that you want, and your twin will see that, and your twin will come. I'm sure your twin will come. Yeah, that's all from me. Don't want to get too serious. This is supposed to be a fun thing. Okay, take care. Bye bye.